What's wrong, Ian?
Oh, boy.
What? Do you need to start it over?
Now we're recording.
Huh? Yeah, boy. You need to just hit the music again? All right. Bye, everybody. We'll be back in a second.
Well, even fun.
Oh, God. The operation around here is just top notch every day. Every day.
Take two.
Take two. Yeah. Good start to the show. It's all up from here. When you start in the fucking shitter.
The Redux.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. Mike and T-Roy is here. How are you, T?
Oh, I'm all right for a Monday.
Yeah. Hanging in there.
Yeah.
Isis is here, obviously. That's why we had a fumble at the fucking goal line.
At least I recognize these days, though, that something happened, and now we have make sure that
What
safety
happened? What
Progress.
You have two sticks recording here because
And
you had
two
issues
SD cards.
and those. So technically, there was three other things recording.
Which is what I was going to say, but you shut it all down too fast. I was like,
But my
all right,
worry
whatever.
is still like, even though we used to only have one. Anyway, point is, you have to hit this other button to make sure the second can record, and I hadn't hit that button. So I hit record on both the things, but it wasn't working because I didn't hit the other buttons.
Like Meatloaf said, 3 out of 4 ain't bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Getting the Hall of Fame in baseball.
Anyway, yeah, I'm doing pretty good for a Monday as well. My back is still a major issue. They've canceled my, what is it, EMG?
Ah, yeah, nerve test.
Yeah, nerve test for tomorrow because of these
Please don't
goddamn
say a global referral.
global referrals.
God damn it.
So they've rescheduled me to next Monday, which is kind of good in a way because I'm supposed to be there like 8 in the morning tomorrow, and it's like, that would have been a nightmare for
yeah.
me.
That's not good.
That's not good.
Yeah, I would go into whoever's doctor's office you have and just have a face-to-face with somebody and go, I would like to talk to whoever's in charge of my global referrals.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's your insurance
It's for
company.
everything, dude.
That's your insurance company. I shouldn't even say that. But
It is
Because they
so
have to approve it.
infuriating because I can't figure out why you're putting me in the middle.
Yep.
I don't work at this doctor's office. I don't work at this insurance company. You guys deal with this on a daily basis.
Isn't that their job?
Why am I forced to get in the fucking middle of this and go, yeah, they say they need this. Oh, yeah, well, you tell them that we need blah, blah, blah. I'm like, why don't you fuckers do it?
Isn't that
you
what
know what
you're
you're talking about? Why
paying
don't you two just discuss? Why am I here at all?
Well,
I don't know what
the
an
insurance for.
I don't know what
it is your referral.
I don't know what a fucking NPI code is. I've never heard of that.
I understand.
Okay, why are you asking me if you know what you need? Why are you calling me to have me call them when you could just call them direct as professionals and go, yeah, I need the NPI code, I need the authorization, whatever, and I need the address of where the location of where this test is taking place. Don't ask me to do it. And so, yeah, they're like, yeah, haven't gotten your global referral. I'm like, yeah, I've been trying since Thursday, so fuck off. I don't know what else to do. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm like, well, can I just get back on the schedule because I'm sure we can square this away before next Monday.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Dude, they've done it for me in 24 hours.
I know. And sometimes it takes 2 months, so it's hard to say.
No. Never. Mine's never been more than 3 or 4 days.
I had one time for an MRI that was so far out I never even thought about it. Like, I called to get the MRI, and I had to do some other things in between, so I scheduled the MRI. It was at least 3 weeks out that I did the MRI.
Yeah.
And same thing. Like, I get a call like 10 o'clock the night before my MRI. And they're like, yeah, sorry, we still don't have your referral. I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? How could you not? How is that even possible? They're like, I don't know, sorry, figure it out and let us know when you can come back. But it was weeks.
What is the point to this global referral? Like, it never was like this when we were younger.
I don't know.
Never.
Actually, I've never heard
need
it called a global referral until you coined this term. It was just a referral.
No,
So,
global referral. They say it every time. I need a global referral if I'm in the fucking doctor's office and I want to go take a piss in their bathroom.
Yeah.
The door will stay locked until I get a global referral. I need a global referral for fucking everything. It's like, oh, we need you to see this specialist. And I'm like, okay, you need to schedule that immediately. I'm great. I go in and schedule it. Don't think anything of it. I show up like it's a fucking appointment. They're like, yeah, we don't have your global referral. I'm like, I got a doctor referral.
Yeah.
Isn't that good enough?
It's the garbage of the
unbelievable.
insurance. Thanks, Obama.
By the way,
Right?
Is it? Can we have can the like things like the fucking water fountains be open in the hospital. I don't know where you guys go, but like where I go,
They still shut down.
there's like tape over them, and they're like, "Sorry, the water fountain is closed down right now for safety measures." It's like we can't have the water
They want
fountain.
to keep COVID around as long as possible.
I know. I was in a building the other day, and every other urinal was like taped off.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, to separate
Yeah,
you?
so that there was,
Urinals still.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I haven't seen that. I mean, I still see the stickers. Like I said, where I go for hospital, they still have the stickers on the seats, like in the waiting room. Like,
Ugh.
oh.
COVID ended for me a year and a half ago. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
when
just-
I purposely don't bring a mask to any of my doctor's appointments, I'm like, well, you must have a mask for me if it's required.
Yeah, if it's so important, give me one.
I don't own one, so, you know, and then I wear it as sloppily, half-assed as I can, knowing how idiotic it is to have these fucking cloth masks on. Hit your cigarette and blow through your mask.
Yeah.
Tell me what happens. Is the mask stopping that airflow? Not even close.
it's the particles, Michael.
It's the particles. Yeah, they're all going right fucking through. So I'm like, oh yeah, mask. I don't even bother crimping the nose thing. I just throw it on. It's wide open in the top, wide open in the bottom.
You think the medical professionals would catch up, would be wise to that?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I don't care.
I also had.
play the game as well.
It's just my way of being a little brat.
I would wear it, and then every time I talked, I would just take it down to talk.
I've been
and put it
doing that
back up.
too.
I would just take it down to talk
Yeah.
and put it back up. Well, I wanted to make sure that you could clearly understand me.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I was
Yes.
sitting there. Wait, I'm the only person in the room, and she's asking me questions. I was doing that, and then I just use it as a chin diaper. Which is like, go ahead, tell me to put it up over my nose. I will when you tell me to.
Yep.
And if you don't say anything, I'm not because I'm not
Some of
fogging my
them don't
glasses.
care
And
either.
what
You gotta
exactly?
remember.
And
I
what are
mean,
we doing here?
What are we doing here? I'm alone in
are
the
you
fucking
throwing me
waiting
out of
room.
here?
Yeah.
Am I getting in trouble?
Yeah.
The mask police coming in after me?
So they haven't, it hasn't been there the last 2 times, but I did still up until recently have a lady even at this place. She'd stand there at the gate, you know, still, and not even at once you go to your thing, like right at the front door. Oh, have you had any, experience?
Oh, they
This?
still do
blah
that.
blah blah. No, they do it when you go up to like the desk. This was before you even walked in the building, basically.
Is this a medical?
Yeah, this is a hospital, Henry Ford or whatever. Anyway, she goes, "Have you had experienced any of these symptoms?" I'm like, "No." And she goes, "Did you look at them?" I'm like, "Do I need to?" This is, I mean,
Yeah.
what I know what they are.
I feel fine.
I know what you're asking.
Unless
me.
it says,
it's
do you
like-
feel
my-
fine on your symptoms
Right,
list?
like, do you-
I'm good.
It's been 2 years. I know what you're asking me. And,
By the way, take my temperature and fuck off,
Yeah.
please. This is what this is about.
Exactly.
Everyone's going to lie to your face anyways, even if they've got the symptoms.
Yeah.
They're like, have you experienced diarrhea? I'm
No.
like, hell no, I haven't experienced diarrhea.
I was so fucking paranoid when I was in Hawaii because I was full on sick. But I had my Vax card, and the other 2 had their thing. And I'm
Yeah,
full-
you didn't give a shit about the
Right, exactly.
plane.
And you could go anywhere you wanted and do
Right, right.
anything, and they couldn't.
But the
Yeah.
thing was,
Irony.
I hadn't done this weird. Even though I had the card, I was still supposed to do this weird pre-sign-in thing, just saying I'm okay.
Yeah.
And my buddies were worried because I don't really lie that often. Believe I'm not. I have a hard time. I don't do it that often. But it's like. On this thing, I had to fill this thing out. He's like, please just no. He was like telling me that he's like, please just realize he has to lie here. Please let him realize
Yeah,
he
yeah.
has to just say he's feeling. And I went
And
through.
you did, and you put that whole plane in jeopardy. You didn't care, which is fine. I wouldn't have
I
either.
get it. I know. And it's like the other day they still had the dude that was like gonna like look at your thing official and all this other stuff. And I was like, I was so glad he didn't ask me any questions or maybe even scan my temperature because I felt like fucking shit. But I wasn't about to fucking like I wasn't about to say that.
You start realizing because you got to remember when this started, we were driving to Arizona.
Yeah,
when it was like day one.
Yep.
Okay, what was
Ground
that? March
zero.
2019 or something.
Exactly.
It was, and we were driving to Arizona when G started to freak out. So for the entirety of like the main wave of COVID, I was not working and I was doing nothing but hanging out with family, getting to know them. Trying to reduce my
Learning to hate them.
my bad habits.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, that.
I was working on myself, right? We all know this story, and so for me, it was like, yeah, this is great. Everybody's
COVID's
off.
awesome.
Yeah, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. This is amazing.
Wait, you're going to give me how much a month?
Yeah, but then you think about real applications where it's like, well, I know I shouldn't. I kind of feel like shit. But I got to go to work today.
Yeah.
I can't. You were an essential worker, T.
Yeah,
And it was
yeah.
like, you might wake up with a sore throat and a headache and the sniffles, maybe it's something, maybe it's not, but it's like, yeah, fuck it. I got to go to work. I got some bills to pay.
Yeah.
There were millions of you guys.
For the record, there was only a handful of times that I had questions, and I always got tested, and I always came back negative. But
Yeah.
I just only
And I'm just using you as an example.
I know,
'cause I know
exactly.
you went back to work.
But
early.
I completely get all of it, and I saw it firsthand.
Especially
Guys
when
coming
you-
in. I'm like, dude, the fuck, dude? What are you
Oh, dude,
talking
at the
about?
big. Oh, for
Like,
sure.
no. It's not COVID, man. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Show me your negative test.
You know
not
the
that matters, but
you know the coughing fits I can have.
oh yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
And it has nothing to do with sickness or, well, sickness, sure, but
Emphysema. But yeah.
COPD perhaps, but it has nothing to do with like COVID. It's just like I can swallow wrong and be just like for 5 straight minutes. I've done that in the packed movie theater like a couple months ago.
Oh, I do that.
And I could not stop coughing, and I was like,
When this
I don't
first
care.
came in, I have allergies like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Especially in the spring.
Right.
So this is go to April, May, June
Yeah.
of 2019.
Yeah.
You could. I'm walking through the stores, just like nose just running, like don't sniffle, just
Yeah.
get that anywhere. Whatever.
I don't even care anymore. I cough.
Yeah. Whatever. And even if you
Don't
get it
care.
now, like does it even matter?
Well, I mean, I would say no, not really. But I
Right.
would say when you say, I think you're
I don't
being
care.
a little. No, but you
Don't care.
You should.
If
dude.
you're worried about yourself, don't show up.
But
You
before-
infected a whole fucking plane and you didn't care.
No, if you
So I don't
look-
want to
in
hear
the
it from you.
prime of
No, if you
COVID.
look
in
about
the
it,
worst COVID.
No, not really. That was this year. And I had my vaccine, but no, I'm saying you should. I mean, you should still care. Like looking back
Don't
on
care.
it, not because
Did
of
he just say I
COVID.
had my vaccine? You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Not because of COVID. When I look back on
I
it,
was
I think it's
fine.
really
Fuck them.
obnoxious for people to like just walk through a Walmart sneezing on everybody. Like that is obnoxious.
listen,
Do you think I'm walking around
pre-COVID,
Walmart
that's worse.
sneezing on
That's what I'm
everybody?
saying.
anyway.
Though. That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about COVID. I'm just saying it. To me, it did bring a light to the fact of like there is some obnoxious behavior that people do.
No.
I don't.
But
When was the
listen to
last
that.
time
Sneezing
someone's-
is one thing. If you just sneeze, listen, pre-COVID,
Well, I mean,
a sneeze, nobody looked fucking
well, I mean,
twice.
coughing, I
Or
guess.
even cough. I'm just saying. But now, the same cough that people have done forever and nobody looked twice at, now all of a sudden you do that with COVID, everybody's like,
What are you doing? When was the last time someone
Murderer.
sneezed on you anyways or coughed on you? I'm talking about walking through the halls. Most people stay away from each other. If you're in the grocery store,
Yeah.
people are not right next to you.
No, I know.
So
6
I'm
feet
not.
is the scientific number, right?
If I sneeze, I'll do that. Sneeze into my
Yeah, okay,
elbow,
that's what I mean.
whatever.
That's what I mean. I mean-
yeah, do you think I'm actually loud?
I don't know.
No,
That's what it
dude.
sounded like.
No. What I'm saying is, I don't like what Troy did. Don't sneeze. Like I stopped playing that game.
Yeah,
like, no,
yeah,
dude.
of course. I mean,
No.
obviously.
I've gone about my life. COVID does not exist to me at all.
And the funny thing was,
I'm
like,
not worried about it.
Before this jobs, like,
And if someone else is worried about it, they cannot go to the store. They can do online ordering.
That's
They're
true.
so
That's
worried
true.
about every other
Wear your
person
mask
around
that
them.
doesn't work and all those
Yeah.
things that you want to do.
Driving the
that's
car by
fine.
yourself, wearing a mask. I don't care.
that is
Adorable.
true. Like, but it was like even like before this, it was kind of funny how jobs would treat that stuff. Really, like I remember one time working at Meijer. There was for whatever reason that year specifically, there seemed like there was a high fever thing going on, like a more contagious. I don't know what the deal was, but the point where they had signs everywhere saying like, "Hey man, it's really for real. If you feel this, stay home. It's fine." But and like I tried to call in, and it's literally like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna get a write up," and like they don't really
What?
give a fucking care. Like
No.
and they had all these signs like, "For real, it's super contagious right now.
Eyewash,
Stay
that's all
home."
it
But-
is.
Oh, I know
exactly,
And then the
right.
minute you actually call in, it's like, "Fuck you." You're getting knocked
No
off.
surprise,
You're gonna be in the
right?
office on Monday, or when next day you come in, we'll have to talk about this.
We never even
Like,
talked about Fauci coming out going that the vaccines don't really provide
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That went really under the radar.
Yeah, yeah.
Really under the radar.
Did you-
we
did you order
kicked
that
his
book,
dick
by the
in
way?
for a long time.
I sent the email, so I mean and stuff. So I'll send a follow up email again.
I keep hearing great things about Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s book, The Real Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Oh, okay.
And it covers his career and what this fucking criminal has been all
Historically.
about historically. From
Yeah.
lying to the American public for decades
Mm-hmm.
regarding AIDS, didn't want to stigmatize it, so acted like anybody could get AIDS from
Yeah.
eating a bowl of cereal. And it was like,
Right,
no,
right.
dude,
Yeah.
there's very specific ways. You scared the whole fucking world.
Yeah.
Because you didn't want to stigmatize.
Of course
the
a
gay
That's what
woman
they're
can-
doing.
lifestyle.
They're about to do that with the monkey.
Of
Yeah,
course,
they are
women
doing
can
it with
get
monkeypox.
AIDS if a guy takes his dick out of a guy's butthole and then sticks
Right.
it into a
Right.
woman's vagina. Yeah.
Right.
Of course you could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the monkeypox.
Right. And
Yeah, I had some friend of mine, dude. I had some friend already on my Facebook today going, "I can't believe this. You know, we're at this many cases, and anyone can get monkeypox. Wash your hands." And I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
wash your hands. What is that?
Wear a rubber.
yeah.
Jesus, what?
I swear, look at
For
this.
the love.
You want to look at my look at this? When I look at my volume, then my volume is down. So for some reason-
Obviously.
Oh yeah,
Clearly.
Yeah, nice job. You nailed it with the.
Was that a
volume down.
subliminal ring I just got there? What was that?
I don't know how to turn my ring because my
Just hit the
volume-
button, the bottom button, like
This
2
was
more
already
times,
down.
probably.
This was already down. I made whatever.
Wait until it has a little slash in front of it.
Hold
It
on,
was
I'm
there.
looking for.
But yeah, I had some friend already like literally starting to like shame people that we need to be that we're not treating them monkeypox.
Sounds like he's doing
Seriously.
the boo-foo.
Yeah, of the gay variety.
I'll read you what San Francisco's doing. If you want to do a read though, T.
Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, we probably would have never got to this story.
I was
either,
going to
but
stick it in there while you were looking, but
yeah.
you got
can.
there.
All right. San Francisco.
Rather stick it in when you're not looking.
True.
I believe this was yesterday that San Francisco. So when the story might have been from Friday and promoting what was going on Sunday. So I don't know what the results are yet. I apologize for that. But they were going to hold their annual sexual festival, popular among gay men, this weekend, even
Nice.
though the city declared a local health emergency over monkeypox outbreak. The Up Your Alley Leather Fetish Festival.
Up your alley. That's actually clever.
That's an ass reference,
It's clever.
right?
I believe, yeah.
Up your alley is your
Right
butthole.
up your alley, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Leather Fetish Festival. God, these people that love leather and dress, it creeps me out.
Yeah.
But whatever, do you.
You do.
Commonly called Door Alley, D-O-R-E.
Well, they forgot the back.
I would say what I
Yeah.
always say about this stuff, and you're right, I agree, do you? I don't really give a fuck. But what I always think about is it just seems like it takes up so much of your life. Like it seems like you go to work and this is like it. There is no going to movies. There's no it just seems like
there's a Pride event every day.
Right.
Every single day, especially in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So they're expected to bring thousands of people to the city's Soma area, featuring kink demonstrations, dancing, shopping. The annual event has been running since '85.
Shopping.
Canceled.
Just dildos and cuffs and
Yeah.
ball gags.
Yeah, exactly. I think so. Only time it was ever shut down from '85 was 2020 during the pandemic.
Okay.
Some people who have attended the
AIDS
event,
didn't even slow them down?
hell no, they started it around then, '85.
Rocket. Yeah, rocket.
Yeah. Some people who have attended it in the past are having second thoughts this year due to the monkeypox outbreak in San Francisco. Recent data shows 257 confirmed cases in the city.
Of how many
Shocking,
people?
Right? 300 in the country and 250 in San Francisco.
Exactly. The same population that's being most affected by the disease is the same population that attends these events most exclusively. 29-year-old David Harris said he identifies as bisexual.
Of the 874,000 people that live in San Francisco.
Right. He told the Chronicle
That's going to multiply daily.
Well,
oh, it's
It's
going to
this
be a
event.
super spreader.
Yeah.
The more of these gay events you have, because
yeah.
you know these like gay fetish whatever. There's a lot of shit going on at those things. It's not just waving flags and wearing colorful shit.
Oh, no.
There's a lot of shit going on in
It's
alleys.
like a meet and greet.
Yeah.
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 I was worried I
It's-
was going to catch it at the RuPaul drag show the other day.
Yeah,
just
right.
walking through there, like they're just throwing monkeypox at me.
Yeah. Well, the inhibitions are gone. You don't have the woman gatekeeper locking that vagina up going, no, you're going to take me to dinner 3 times. I don't put out on the first date. Like, men don't have that gene.
No.
We don't have whatever that is.
Bend and spread.
Bend and spread is the philosophy.
Yeah.
And if you take the gatekeeper away, you get the leather fest.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Ooh, that guy's cute. Oh,
Well, having said that, to my own point, they don't need to worry about.
You can't ding your own date.
Yeah, I know. I
Son of a bitch.
But they can't. They don't need to go to all these things that we do to find women. They just go to this event and get
Yeah.
fucking boned. Why? They
Yeah.
don't need to worry about
Hell
this
yeah.
other shit.
Yep.
So what does it
Should
matter?
get Jerry's input on this.
Yeah, we could.
Man in the streets.
But Mr. David Harris here I've been scanning their. He said Harris, who identifies as bisexual, told the Chronicle that he is frustrated with the group organizing the event, Folsom Street, for their apparent lack of concern around the disease. I've been scanning their posts. They have yet to say a single word, even mentioning the word monkeypox.
What are they gonna say?
It just
Be
feels
really-
utterly irresponsible.
Because it's really from the banging, right?
Rapid.
yeah.
So,
So it's straight.
so it's
straight
not like they
butthole
could
banging.
say just hey, make sure to. I don't know what.
Can we just have like a no raw dog policy and just see how we do
You're
it?
gonna tell them
Jesus
that?
Christ,
You
what is
want to make that announcement?
I mean, hey, listen, that's fine. You do you.
Why even have the
If
event?
you want the monkeypox.
Yeah. Condoms.
Right.
Fuck out of here. Michael Davidson, who has gone to Door Alley Festival multiple times in the past, said this year's fair would be a monkeypox super spreader event.
I don't know why it's funny.
Even though he's received a monkeypox vaccine, he would be skipping this year's festival. Wait, there's a monkeypox vaccine?
There is something out there. Yeah.
Well, no. It's smallpox, and they're curbing it to make it do
Really?
something for the monkeypox.
Is that what?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't prevent it. It's only, or maybe it's supposed to prevent it, but it can't do anything after you have it. It's one of the two. I can't remember which. I heard something about it.
Isn't it just like a rash and a slight cough for a couple days anyways?
I think it can be a little worse than that.
You know what's funny? The reason they don't have these events mostly for straight people, and I understand there are orgies and stuff, but it's because most of the time, like, go to a nude beach, go to all these things. It's just a bunch of fucking dudes hoping there's going to be girls there, right? So it's like, but with the
What are you basing this on?
life. Like, you go to these things, and it's just a bunch of dudes hoping there's going to be a bunch of chicks.
There's women. We talk to the nudist.
Ugly women, usually.
Well,
ugly or old.
Listen, don't be so
But
specific.
But the point is, but for guys, they can have them. Because again, they're just all there and they get laid. You know you're going to get laid.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if he's ugly. You're not looking at him.
And I know that
you're banging him.
Should count.
You can be ugly as shit and have a good looking butt.
The problem is
that's all that matters, right?
That might not matter for the people that go to straight orgies. But the girls don't show up because they know it's just gonna be 100 fucking guys trying to nail 3 of them.
I think
that changes from an orgy to a gangbang. I think at that point.
That's what it becomes. I think.
While monkeypox is not spread exclusively through sex, the disease is infecting gay men at a far higher rate than any other demo. A new report showed that 91.7% of monkeypox cases in the state are in gay and lesbian or same-gender loving people.
How insensitive of you.
While men make up 98.3% of all infections.
Yeah.
Dudes,
exactly.
dudes,
right?
dudes,
and the other one,
dudes.
like the other ones are their poor wives that just took it from a fucking their
Bisexual husband.
Right, that she doesn't either know about or yada yada.
Yeah.
Right.
According to the CDC, monkeypox can spread through skin-to-skin contact that often happens through hugging, kissing, extended face-to-face contact,
or
blowing a man, or butt fucking.
All those, yeah.
Yeah, I added the last couple, but
those are the real ways.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, those other things about hugging and bullshit.
Yeah.
What do you think that leads to?
Adult hugs, I guess.
Symptoms can include fever, headache, cough, sore throat, nasal congestion, shit on your dick, male saliva on your dick.
That's the other thing, dude.
I think that's. I'm finishing the article for them, but those are some of the symptoms.
Those are
shit on
definitely-
your dick and male saliva on your dick.
That's the
We'll
other
do
thing,
it.
dude. Like recently, when I mentioned before, like kind of last year, having some weird stuff where I was going to the doctor a little bit and stuff like that. Once you start, the phone pays attention to all that shit. You start getting those adverts. Oh, do you have this? Do you have? And you read them, and it's like every fucking disease. If they give you 10 symptoms, you'll have one of them.
At least.
Or
There's
I
always
usually
just-
have 9 of them.
No, but they're
generic
usually,
enough,
but there's
yeah.
always just like, oh yeah, do you
Fever,
sometimes
headache,
get a
nausea,
headache?
vomiting,
Yeah, I guess I
diarrhea.
had a headache last week. Does that mean I have brain cancer?
Of course.
So the San Francisco AIDS Foundation encouraged people to go to the gay sex fair while giving them tips on how to protect themselves during the
What were
festival.
those tips?
Don't touch anything. That's my tip.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know
Just
what the
the
tips
tip.
were.
Just the tip. We hope you partake while also taking steps to reduce your risk. The AIDS Foundation said its tips included playing dress up. Well,
Okay.
they're all playing dress up until they take those clothes off and start boofing.
think so,
That's
yeah.
where the monkeypox
Let's
problem
keep
comes
some
in.
of it on, I guess. But yeah.
Going to sex parties with people you know.
That
What
doesn't.
fun is that?
It's not
Right?
going to matter
If you
anyway.
can't get some
Gotta
strange
have some
dick in your
strange,
butt.
yeah, right.
I mean, and being picky about your sex partners.
Oh,
Hilarious.
yeah. That's what they do.
A room full of men, super picky about their sex partners. Yeah. Well, at least they're trying.
Yeah.
They're trying. They got
smart.
a word out there.
Those are the only tips they had too.
Yeah.
What about that condom thing?
Well, it's fine. I worked
I mean,
at
for real.
I worked at a middle school today, and it was Pierce Middle School.
Yeah.
You know what their the mascot name was?
Yeah. No.
Trojans.
Yeah, yeah.
The Pierce Trojans. Like, I don't think that's
Yeah.
good advice.
Yeah. Right.
Don't pierce Trojans. No.
No, I've pierced Trojans before.
It doesn't end
And then
well.
stayed. I've blown through them and then just didn't.
Oh, just showing off. Yeah.
Wait, what was the point?
No,
of that story?
I still have like 6 inches rolled up
Yeah,
on
right.
the other end. So mine just looks like a cap. But I have blown through them and then just not.
We get done and like it's not there. You get done, you're like,
Yeah. Oh shit.
hang on.
Yeah. I thought it felt better.
Got it. Hey, the wait is over. You can now custom order your brand new 23 Ford F-150 from our friends at Zott Ford and Holly. Be the first in your crew to get the all-new 23 F-150 because the sooner you custom order at Zott Ford, the sooner you can take it home and show it off. Also, for a limited time, when you custom order a new F-150, Zott Ford will give you $500 in free accessories of your choice. Yes, $500 in free accessories for your new truck. Plus, starting today, Zott Ford can custom order your new 23 Bronco Sport, Ranger, Explorer, and Mach-E. Just in case you need a little more good news, when you custom order from our boy Gabbard, he'll lock in a 2.9% APR and an extra $500 on your purchase or an extra $1,000 for your lease. Get details and surf their sexy deals at dealsinthed.com. And don't forget to tell them that TDC sent ya.
I love that shirt, T.
This one?
Yeah, put the camera just on T, Roy.
Get this.
I mean, I just did while he was doing that.
No, I know, but I'm pointing it out now. I'd rather be effing. So, what is your go-to?
Fisting.
Fisting?
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Could be farting,
fucking.
fishing, foaling,
I noticed they've got the fishing pole as the
farming.
eye. Yeah. Fisting's a good one.
It is. I mean, if I got to pick one, I'm going to go fisting.
Fisting.
I'd rather be fisting.
I don't, man.
Filming.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Right.
You've thought about this.
These are all off the top of my head, to be honest with you. Except for the fisting. I mean, obviously, that's
Yeah.
a go-to.
Yeah.
Why do you think we got the shirt?
Yeah, it's a great shirt.
Yeah.
I'm
E,
slow
nothing?
right now.
Not one?
Nothing.
Farting,
Not really.
fisting, fucking.
Those are all. The problem is, I wanted. Those are all the obvious ones. I wish I was creative enough right on the spot here to create what comes.
Framing, feeling,
I liked filming the best so far.
frosting.
Frosting.
I think that's an extra
no.
one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't
got a
know.
little
Oh, I
carried
got.
away.
I didn't even consider the num on the letters. I was just going to come up with a word
Just
to begin with.
something
F
that
and
starts with F and
Yeah,
ends in
yeah, I
N.
wasn't even gonna-
Anything. Give me one. Give me one. And no matter how many letters, just give me
Fapping.
one. Fapping. That's a great one.
That's a great one.
That's a great one. That actually
great
fucking nails it. And deadly accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done. That wins.
Wow,
Yeah.
I can't believe I did
Pull that out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
I might get a white
nothing.
marker and just write that in for you.
I was trying to think. I was like, there's one that, and it was fapping that I was thinking.
I
of.
legit had nothing.
I couldn't come up with it, but that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. There's an F word.
So just to be clear, rather than fucking or fisting, you'd rather be fapping.
Beating
Well, I just
off.
thought those were obvious, so I wanted to come up
I
with
know.
something.
No,
that'd be-
I am proud of you.
yeah.
That was actually
Yeah.
really good. Nailed it.
yeah, it's a great
Yeah.
shirt though.
Yeah, it's a conversation piece.
Yeah, it's a conversation starter. No doubt about it.
Definitely something to wear to the CEO when you're meeting the CEO of a company, right?
Sure, why not? Business meetings.
Yeah.
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 Well, it's a good way to feel out your people.
That is true.
What
That
would
is
you
true.
rather be doing?
That is true.
Fucking. I was going to say feeling, but
I know.
I was gonna say feeling.
Rather be flowing.
yeah, flowing.
There you go. That would have been good.
But yeah, you want to be fapping and fucking. Jesus Christ, I don't want to work for this company,
Right.
weirdo.
Right.
Get my graphic, if you will.
Here we go.
Oh,
Jesus, if you wouldn't mind. We're going to start seeing more and more of this, by the way. Transgender cheerleader,
Is that possible?
yeah, who is biological male, was criminally charged last week for
Isn't that
allegedly.
didn't you already just say that?
What? What?
What was the first thing you said?
Wait. Oh, a transgender cheerleader who was biologically male?
Okay. Well, I guess you didn't really say it was a chick, but
No.
yeah. The
Was-
trans.
Yeah. Was criminally charged last week for allegedly choking a female teammate at a cheerleading camp. Sounds like something a man would do.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Get violent. Men are prone to violence.
You will.
Fucking choke a bitch. Or this is just a cat fight between ladies.
Trans cheerleader
You know?
was charged with dick slapping a teammate.
This lady rubbed her balls across my forehead while I was sleeping and took pictures of it. Lady.
we were up at the fucking totally unrelated, but we were at the cottage and all the cousins with fucking kids. They'd pass out at like 6 o'clock because they'd go hard during the day.
Yeah.
And they'd fucking pass out, and then they go hard at night. Respect. And one of them on the door wall downstairs, you'd walk in. There was like a recliner that was right there, and one of them was passed out cold. Just as soon as you walked in the door. And every time I walked in, that was fucking killing him. I would walk in, I would just kept dropping new fucking Robinsons. I'm like, this is the one I call a flying squirrel. Now, I mean, actually pull the bag. Every time I'd make this teabag reference, they fucking sleeping, and they were all sitting in there. This is the Flying Squirrel.
Yeah, we had I had a junket in Los Angeles years ago, and they put me up at this really nice hotel on Sunset. It was like all white, the whole room. It was multi-rooms. So I had people come to town. I had Derek was living in San Diego at the time, meet me up there. It was some movie premiere or something, some shit. And we blew the lines out, got hammered as shit. And there's my buddy who went out there with me, Don, passed out in the bed, and there's Derek. He's found a camera, and his giant nutsack.
Yeah.
He's got him resting on Don's fucking forehead.
Teabag,
taking a picture.
There you go.
You know, then there's me passed out, and he's got his bag out just by my head. Big old hairy ball sack. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Oh, actually, my favorite was this happened like 4 or 5 times. I kept coming up with different shit every time I walked in. They were fucking dying, but I came in fucking one time and I just ripped the door open, and literally you open the door and his head's like 3 feet inside the door. In a full recliner, and I walked in and I was like, I came in like a wrecking ball.
Did he ever wake up?
No.
Yeah.
They really they fucked with him pretty hard. He didn't wake up. Eventually he did, but.
Yeah. So anyway, the incident that we're talking about here,
Carry on.
where a lady choked out a female teammate. Mm-hmm. There's just the lady.
It's funny how they put the same like
That's got to be a filter.
no
That's got to be a filtered picture, and
do-
that looks photoshopped. If you ask me,
no they use this fake photo I think for her because
Okay.
because she's like a high schooler I guess so we don't.
Well, she's 25.
Oh, is that the deal?
Yeah.
Well, This is the weird thing because it's a college thing. I saw this story. And
Okay.
She's 25, and the chick that she choked is 17.
Because every picture I see with her has this face on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that looks photoshopped as shit, doesn't it?
Yes.
But then the other one looks real because even the complexion looks
Yeah,
like that.
look
Like
at
you
this
take
one.
that picture off, that looks like a dude.
Oh my God, it's the same face being photoshopped on anyone.
That's what I'm saying.
On all of them.
That's weird.
I don't know what the deal is. Like if that can't be
Ranger
her
College.
real face, right?
So Avery Chanel Medlock, a man.
Avery, that goes both ways. That can be either, right?
Avery?
I've seen it. There's male Averys.
So this happened at Ranger
Were
College.
you confused? Do you think Avery was only a male?
Yeah.
Well, that's hysterical. Even better.
Is
Okay.
it normally a female name?
I think technically, like I said, it goes.
Oh,
It's
okay.
yeah.
So anyways, this occurred at Ranger College in Texas.
Don't the Costas have an Avery daughter?
Oh,
I think so.
Avery's a great name for a girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
I stand by it.
Yeah.
Shut up for a second. Let me get through the details. Ranger College in Texas, after the female teammate allegedly called Avery Medlock a man, Oof. And said Medlock should not be on the team. Well, guys, I'm officially retired as a cheerleader as of last night at 5:30 a.m. Well,
Is that?
as of last night at 5:30 a.m.
Is that
makes
all that
sense
says?
that a trans person would say that.
See,
right?
I heard a different version of that. Is that all that it says that she said?
No. A girl on my team was being very disrespectful and told me I am a man with a penis and that guys should not be on the team.
Well, I mean, there are co-ed cheer teams.
That's a funny thing.
Sure.
You could just be a guy on the team.
No, but I'm a lady.
Right.
I want to be thrown in the air with the other ladies.
Oh, God, could you imagine? There's no way that's a flyer. No, that's a bottom of the pyramid fucking position
yeah, no,
all day
all
long.
fours,
It's a base,
all
for
fours,
sure.
ma'am.
Yeah.
I stood up for myself, and she called her mom and dad because she was scared because I stood up for myself. Her father said,
You were going to get beat like a man.
yeah, a 25-year-old man was about to crush his 17-year-old girl. She still has the father said she still has testosterone and a penis, and I will kill anyone who comes after my daughter.
Amen.
Yeah. Medlock claimed the cheerleader made transphobic and racist remarks before the incident happened.
Wait.
Video showed other cheerleaders hiding from him, Medlock.
Transphobic remarks? Or are they facts?
But yeah, well, those two.
That's a pretty gray area there,
You're a man with a penis. I mean,
listen, we've
at
seen your
least
skirt fly
50%
up.
of that is true.
Right? And if you're not watching, she is a lovely woman of color, so I'm sure that hog is huge.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Unmistakable when that skirt flies up.
Medlock said the attack on the female cheerleader was just a joke. Yeah, that's
Just a choke?
just not a joke, a
It's just
joke.
a choke.
Not a joke, it was a
just
joke.
joking.
Nevertheless, law enforcement charged Medlock with assault and removed Medlock from the campus. The father of the actual female cheerleader, who Medlock attacked, is now demanding that law enforcement release all relevant video footage from the incident. The father defended his actions in a post. I ask you, what would you have done when receiving a phone call at 1 o'clock in the morning from your daughter stating they had locked themselves in the room with other girls? And he also said that he never made any remarks about Medlock's race or gender.
Because a 25-year-old man with a penis was trying to choke her? Yeah. Pretty upset by that.
That's got to be difficult for parents nowadays to get a call like that.
You know,
it's just a call that didn't exist.
That would be a very odd situation to be just beating the shit out of that fucking dude in a
Just a cat fight
cheerleading
troll.
outfit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because actually, in all things, I mean, that's a fairly passable chick. I mean, might still have the hog in there, but I mean, as far as the pictures go,
Yeah.
like,
Well,
you didn't
it
know,
looks like a.
go back to the picture. I mean, listen, if this isn't a story, go back to that one.
That picture.
Look if you just look at that, if there was no other reference, there's no way you would go, dude, that's a dude.
Yeah.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
It looks like
yes.
there's some cleavage there. She's wearing a skirt.
Yeah.
Wait, can people see this? E?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is up, and I'm just, I mean,
Yeah,
is
you're
what
right,
it is.
you're
But
right.
without the story, you wouldn't look at that and go, dude. Believe me, there's enough out there that you go, dude. That's
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's
Oh,
not
yeah.
one. So
I'm a ma'am.
Right.
Ma'am. Like you look at ma'am guy.
yeah, you can see the fucking 4 inches hanging out of the skirt right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Right.
It looks like she got all glammed up for this picture.
Oh, I'm sure.
And this is like the
Yeah.
perfect picture of her face.
Of course, I'm just saying like that's a more passable than most. That was my whole point.
Right. But anyway. Yeah. By the way, Riley Gaines, University of Kentucky swimmer, speaking out about Leah Thomas, stated when the women competed against Thomas at the NCAA championships, they were not forewarned that Thomas would be sharing the locker room with them and undressing in front of them.
Why would they? It's just a lady.
Just a lady with
Why would they have to?
right.
Why would they have to be forewarned?
Yep. 7 inches of flaccid penis hanging in their faces. What's wrong, ladies?
That's probably a bit.
Never
of
seen a female cock before?
lady dick.
People just weren't really talking about it. And so we get to the NCAAs. It was Georgia Tech. And so we get there, and the environment is nothing like I've ever seen before. It was so, like, almost edgy. Like, people didn't really know what to say.
First time
Who to
there's
say
a dick
what
in the
to.
women's locker room, perhaps.
Yep. This was on day one. And then the night we watched Leah Thomas win a national title and blow all the other females completely out of the water. Next day we came back, and the mood shifted to where people were mad. The girls, you know, there were tears, of course.
Oh, yeah.
The ladies
Sure.
cry, sure. These
You know who
poor-
didn't cry?
Leah.
William. I mean, Leah.
Leah. These poor 9th and 17th place finishers who missed out on being named an All-American. There's extreme discomfort in the locker room. There's kind of grumbles of, is he wandering around the women's locker room? Yeah, and that's not something we were forewarned about, which I don't think is right. And any man's changing in the locker room with someone who has different parts. So I feel like to have that kind of forced upon us, so not only were we forced to race against a male,
Did we get our ass kicked by this guy? We had to look at his cock too.
we had to look at his gigundous cock and ball set.
You think he's like that old guy at the fucking gym that just walks around just butt ass
sure.
naked
Yeah.
for like
Oh, yeah.
fucking blow dries
Dude,
his pubes and shit?
Isn't he like 6'4" or something? Swimmer's body. He's probably got fucking 9 inches of limp dick hanging between his legs.
He's
What insult to injury that he just
Yeah.
went taking these awards and then just walking around like, yeah, fuck it. What
Yeah.
are you gonna do about it?
He's got his
I'm a woman.
first place women's championship shing as he's itching his ball bag.
Freaking on the
Fucking locker.
knee up on the bench, just
braiding his ball hair.
Yeah, I'm a lady. Whatever. Deal with it.
Just a lady.
Gaines placed 5th in the women's 200 freestyle, tied with Thomas. She was informed that she would not receive her trophy at the championship since Thomas would get it instead.
Why?
Wait.
Don't they have a tie? There must. I mean, dude. For
What's the
one,
tiebreaker?
There must be a
Cock and balls?
tiebreaker, right?
Yeah. Whoever's got the biggest cock gets
Right.
the trophy. Whichever one of you ladies has a bigger cock can hold it. And it's
Like there has to be a
Gaines
tie.
is just pulling out a labia trying to
There
fucking...
probably is.
Yeah, they just don't explain
and
it,
Bill
yeah.
probably won it outright.
Right.
So.
Right.
Thomas would get in and said she was forced to hold the 6th place trophy on the podium and was told she would get... You'll get yours in the mail. Shut up. What are you, just a... shut up, lady.
Does Thomas ever speak out for real? Like, do I ever hear her in the
She defends herself. She's cocky as fuck is what she is.
Remember her, when she first did it and smoked everybody
Yeah,
by like
yeah.
a lap was
Yeah.
like, God, I was amazed how easy that was.
Yeah.
I was coasting that whole last lap.
Yeah.
Really, for real?
I swear to God, yeah.
that's crazy.
He said stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Whoa.
Yeah. No shame at all. None. Doesn't give a shit about these girls at all.
Yep. You guys suck compared to men.
And an NCAA official told her, I just want you to know that we respect you and admire your swim so much, but we just want Leah to hold the 5th place trophy. It was a bit disheartening. I left the pool with no trophy. Gaines spoke of watching Vatek swimmer Rika Georgi, who placed 17th in the 500 free, thus did not qualify for the finals. When Leah touched the wall and Rika realized that she got 17th, the first thing she said to me was, wow, I can't believe I just got beat by someone who probably wasn't even trying their hardest. She had tears in her eyes.
So you would have got 16th? Fuck off.
Yeah, but then she's an All-American.
First 16th?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I apologize for that.
I mean, Leah
I
Thomas,
didn't realize that was the cutoff, but yeah.
the Wikipedia page, it doesn't have her birthday. It just says born 88 or 9 or
Like a
98
Cuban
or 99.
baseball player?
22. Either 22 or 23.
right.
Like, it doesn't have a date.
Yeah.
It just says 1988, 1998 or 1999. So,
So you-
22 or 23-ish,
Somewhere in there.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's just hilarious because in this when you're talking about fluidity, there would be absolutely nothing wrong with Leah coming out tomorrow and going, I'm a man again.
Yep.
And then
Change my mind.
next Tuesday, just a lady, gender's fluid. And nobody would be able to have a problem with that.
Nope.
And nobody would bitch about the trophy she stole from a fucking girl.
Yeah.
You know? I love that Florida Ron DeSantis had that because that girl was from Florida that came in second.
Okay.
And
Oh, yeah,
had her
he
up there
did.
and gave her the actual first place.
Absolutely right,
Shit,
yeah.
made it like her day in
really?
Florida. Yeah. It was like, this is the actual woman who won the fucking women's freestyle 500, whatever it was. That
That's
no
one of the most
cares about,
powerful
but-
pictures there was the second, third, and fourth place women finishers in that
Yeah.
race when Leah's by herself on the podium.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
like, yeah, look at me. And then those three went over and took a picture together.
Yeah.
Of
Okay.
that,
The
like
actual-
that was strong. That
Yeah.
meant a lot because they're like, yeah, no, you should have.
And so it's funny because now we had been in the beginning, we did used to say, like, why aren't they saying something? But there were so many reasons not to. But clearly, very
No,
clearly.
but think about the environment we're living in
Yeah.
today where,
You had to.
women have to have a voice. You know, women are not going to take it anymore where their voice is silenced by men. You hear all these, where are you people?
Yeah.
These women are absolutely silenced. Fear of repercussions. Every one of them
Right.
says it. Every article quotes a dozen women
I know.
who refuse to identify themselves. You're shoving them down to prop up this man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Leah Thomas is a straight up fucking dude.
And you're using the fucking guise of women's rights
Right.
for it.
Right.
And trans rights.
I know. And yeah, what I
But
was kind of.
you're using letting trans rights trump women's rights, which
Yeah.
is what you fought for forever to get these women to this place, and now to get the equality,
Right.
And now you're going to let dudes that just are pretending to be men. I don't give a shit. Fuck
Right.
off. That's what
No, and
it
at first the
is.
point was, it was like, there kind of was like, dude, what are they thinking? And they kind of did be more quiet about it. But like you're saying, taking the picture, and there's now they are starting to be kind of vocal about it. It's
Well, they were
not-
threatened.
They're not getting much support from their schools, their universities.
Oh no, I
their high
know,
schools.
but they are starting to actually say things now. It is not no longer
a couple of
just-
them.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
Not
well,
many.
like I said, the Penn swimmers were like threatened to not be able to speak out in the beginning. There was like a girl that was on the team that was totally. I mean, it was probably obvious because she was Asian, I think, but that was like changed her voice and was like in dark,
yeah, you
doing
can
her
always
interview
figure
and all
out
that
who
stuff. You
that
can
is.
figure out who it was.
Oh
like I
my
said,
God.
like,
Yeah.
you're one of
Those
18
pixelation
girls. Yeah,
videos
exactly.
are hilarious.
Right.
First of all, you're Asian, so
Yeah.
it's not hard.
Yeah,
but
that
either
team,
way,
right.
and
Yeah.
that's fine. But it was just the point that like they had to hide what
Yeah.
they wanted to say. They weren't allowed to actually voice
And
their
it's so
opinion
funny
on
when
it,
That's more
which made
Handmaid's
it-
Tale than anything.
Well, yeah, but exactly. So it makes it look like they're complicit with this by threatening them to be quiet, and they're like, "Well, if they don't have a problem with it, why should you?"
And
Yeah.
if you-
Transphobe.
If you think about so many
That's
of
such
the
a great point. And
Well-
that's so true.
so many of the woke people that are saying like sticking up for the trans, like okay with the trans situation, like this should be fine, you shouldn't complain. Imagine in their life if you took anything. They're not the swimmer. They're not the one who put all the time and effort into it.
Yeah.
Imagine if you took anything in their life that they put a lot of time into, and all of a sudden a person just came in there and started fucking them up. But it's so easy just to sound woke and just to sit there as
Yeah.
a student body and say, yes, exactly, I stand up for this. We must all
Brave.
agree.
How brave.
Right.
When you got somebody like Caitlyn Jenner,
Yeah.
Who's the original, the OG?
Yeah.
Not recognized, though, because
switcher.
she's a Republican.
Yeah.
Well, right. But I mean,
Fox News
like,
contributor. Fox
Clearly,
News has a transgender person on the air. Most sexist and homophobic station ever.
Right.
Has gay people on the air, black people on the air, and trans people on the air.
Right. Those are not the runs that count, though.
right. No, but I mean,
They're all
something that is on that side that just, it's like, no fucking way. Like, I could go out right now and beat most
Well, why
of these
can't you
chicks.
just say you're high school?
Yeah.
Why can't you identify as a different age, by the way? Time is not, you could argue time
People
is
have
not
done
linear.
it. We had that guy that was playing, he's like 50 years old, claims he's 6 years old, and he's playing with his family's little girl in the bedroom.
But why
Like,
not?
dude?
But imagine, like you said,
And they're like, this is great. We've moved him in. He's awesome.
This is that
go
door
play some high
creeping
school
open,
baseball,
dude.
man. Go suit
right.
up. Just show up and be like, hey,
Yeah.
I
You got to
decided I'm-
slam the door shut. You can't. It's getting to the point where we're not going to be able to put the toothpaste back in the tube.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
hope we
it
don't.
has to be now.
I keep like Mike saying with the dick cutting. I hope we don't.
Yeah,
let
cut
it
them all off.
Let this all go. I don't
Yeah,
care.
play it out.
Yes.
Let's play the long game.
Let's have men just be in the WNBA and just whatever. I don't care.
I
more
say
people
shut
watch.
it down. I say shut it the fuck down.
Do you really?
Yeah, I really do.
Dude, by the way, that I
No,
finally
I wanted to play it out to its natural
I
conclusion.
know. Well,
cut all their dicks off.
the problem
First
is,
hint.
the problem is that in that situation, it's too many innocent people to get hurt.
I know.
Yeah, that's okay. Blame their parents. Hey, there is a push to do this.
I get it.
It's not
I
from me.
understand that.
It's not from you.
no, I get
and
it.
so I'm tired of being that goddamn bear going against the water trying to catch a fucking fish. No, I'm going with the flow. Fine. You want to do it? Cut them all off.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Awesome. I can't. I'm just sitting back with popcorn waiting for the lawsuits in 10 years.
Yeah.
That's my dream.
That long
you
term,
have-
that's more detrimental.
Yeah, when you have
I know.
50,000 kids who are totally destroyed, can never have kids.
We want the same
Sorry.
end goal. I just want it in a different way than you. That's all.
Your way's not possible. It's not possible, dude.
you know.
No way. There's no stopping this freight train. Where would you stop it?
You'd be surprised.
Dude,
You'd be surprised. What a little pushback would do.
yeah. Well, there's been a little pushback, and it's not doing much.
Because it's
Transphobe.
not. It's
Shut
not
up,
enough yet.
transphobe.
That's fine. Okay. There's not one person. I love. It's okay. I stand on my laurels. There's not one person in this world that will ever call me a transphobe, homophobe, racist. That knows me.
Yeah.
That I have no problem. You
I
can
don't
call
know.
me
I'm on
whatever you
the
want.
fence.
You can come at me whatever you want.
I
don't
feel
give a
like my
shit.
heart's pure like that, too.
Yeah, that's
You
fine.
know? I've probably looked at some people and gone, hey, I'm going across the street while that guy's over there. You know, I've made, judgments like that from time to time in my life, I suppose.
You can be
That makes me racist.
If you're
I don't
trans
know.
and an asshole, I'll hate you because you're an asshole.
Yeah.
But
Right.
not because you're trans.
Unless you're trying to groom your daughters.
Oh, never.
North Carolina Courage defender. So North Carolina, I guess this is a soccer team, the Courage.
Okay.
So North
The
Carolina Courage
defender.
defender.
Okay. Yeah, it was a weird sentence there.
Yeah, it
I had
was.
to catch up to that.
It took me a while this afternoon to figure out what was going on
You
there.
weren't talking about some sort of
this-
superhero down in North Carolina.
Defending Courage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaylene Daniels was sidelined for the team's Friday soccer game after refusing to wear an LGBT pride-themed jersey.
All right.
Yeah.
What was the name?
Jaylene Daniels.
So this is a female?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Some people are starting to have some balls.
There's
I don't
the
know how I
pushback.
feel about this. I understand wanting to hey, support. It's Pride Month, but we saw that with baseball. Was it the Tampa Bay Rays pitchers who
I
were
think
like,
it was the
yeah,
right.
go
Yep.
fuck yourself,
Exactly. We're not doing it.
and they wouldn't wear the rainbows on their hats or something like that, and the rainbow fucking thing on their sleeve, and people watching the game, they didn't announce anything, but it was like, hey,
How come they're wearing different stuff?
why are they wearing different hats? Why doesn't he have a rainbow on his shoulder? And they were like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
It's fine. Do whatever you want.
It was too heavy on my pitching arm.
Yeah.
The extra
Right,
patch on
right.
there just didn't work out.
It was
for me.
weird that it was like all 12 pitchers or something.
Yeah.
Or 6 pitchers, and they were all straight white guys.
It was
God
pretty
damn it.
amazing. I know it. I looked it up. I
one-
was like, you would think a pitching staff pretty diverse.
Yeah, yeah.
In the MLB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of Cubans.
No. Looked it up. Actually, it wasn't all of them, but it was like 5 or 6 of them. Yeah, they were all cracker.
Yeah. Daniels, an open Christian, made headlines in 2017 when she chose to withdraw from the U.S. soccer team just 2 weeks after it was announced that both men's and women's teams would be wearing rainbow jerseys for Pride Month. She's like, okay, well, you don't need me then.
Yeah, I'll take the month off.
Yeah, Jaylene will not be rostered tonight as she made the decision to not wear our Pride jersey, a spokesperson said. While we're disappointed with her choice, we respect her right to make that decision
don't.
for herself. No, you most certainly do not.
Because respecting her right would still put her out there, but say we disagree.
Yeah, just have her wear a regular jersey.
Yeah, let her play. Well, she might. I don't know how that all played out. She might say, "I'm not going to play," or was it, "I'm not going to wear that jersey"?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I guess you're right.
if it was, "I'll play, but I'll wear a regular jersey," and
they
they were
said
like,
no.
"No, just have a seat," that's different than.
It sounds like wear the jersey or you don't play.
Maybe.
So she's
Yeah.
like, I've made the decision that I'm not wearing that jersey.
Yep.
You're not going to make me a propaganda flag for your bullshit. You
Fair.
know,
Yeah.
I have my beliefs and they don't include this.
Yep.
Sorry. You know,
Yeah.
decorating these guys up as banners for whatever inclusivity bullshit you're going through.
Yeah.
Guess what? Not everybody's on board with that. And guess what? That should be okay.
Yeah.
People should be able to have their own personal beliefs and opinions,
Well, that's true. Because
just like you should.
the reality is that she is an athlete that plays a sport.
Yeah.
And she should be able to just be an athlete that plays a sport.
Yeah.
She shouldn't be a pawn
Right.
in this fucking game.
Yeah, in this
that's
cancel,
used.
in this
Right.
culture.
What her belief is should be irrelevant.
Right.
What the team's belief is should be irrelevant.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
I would say, especially
I'm
if you're in
not-
college. If you're talking to a professional team, you do have contracts, and you're
Yeah.
a paid person from a job. I feel like they have more, ability to say no.
Yeah.
You got this.
But
What
I mean,
the team's
there's
wearing. But
let's equate this to what if there was the like baseball when they do the old Negro League throwbacks.
Yeah.
What if somebody's just a fucking straight up racist and like, yeah, I'm not wearing that shit. Fuck that.
yeah, that'd be pretty rough.
Yeah.
That's a bad example. That's a rough example.
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, it's
Well,
a good,
no.
no, it's a great example. I'm saying,
I mean,
if someone would
I'm not equating it to say that if a homosexual is like a racist, but it's somebody's beliefs.
No,
is
you're
what
right.
they believe. Latin night or whatever
Yeah.
when they're Los Tigres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're, I want closed borders. Fuck, I'm not wearing that shit. I play
Yeah.
for the Tigers, not the Tigres.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
so where's the line?
I don't know. We're learning as we go. It's what we're
Yes.
doing.
Well,
And
my point is more so that it shouldn't be shoved on somebody.
I wonder how much of it, like the Negro League thing. It's like we're righting an injustice here that was done. There should have never been the need for a Negro League.
Fair.
And so we go out of our way to spend one day a season recognizing these old teams as if they actually existed and not trying to just stomp that out. And if you'd have to have a real piece of shit asshole to have a problem
Fair.
with that,
Right.
But if you did run into that case
Yep.
and someone went, I don't play for the fucking, whatevers. I
Yeah.
play for and I'm wearing that jersey. I suppose somebody out there could do that.
Yep.
But the pride one, like every league has to celebrate, like outdo each other to use these guys, to your point, T, as pawns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yep.
now I become a walking billboard for whatever progressive bullshit you want to push. And not everybody's fully on board with that. And
Yeah.
if you take someone who just happens to be a hardcore religious person, they're not dying to jump on the rainbow flag. Doesn't mean she hates these people. Doesn't mean she hates her teammates.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean any of that. It's
Oh,
just
she's
like,
not committing other
billboard.
sins?
Well,
Having sex?
yeah, dude, does hypocrisy exist?
Yeah, I
Of
know.
course.
I know.
Yeah.
I just.
But that's an easy one where it's like, you know what, man, I don't feel comfortable wearing that.
Yeah.
So you can get some weird fucking points in society. Like we get it. We all understand pride. I feel like you're being represented. You're being represented in everything.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
So
Overly.
represented for the number of you that there are. It's an over representation, and just pull it back a notch. I'm on your team. Just don't fucking waterboard me to death with it.
So if you were, let's just say, in the course of a season, if they had once a month they had whatever theme night it was.
Yeah.
Right? They had retro night. They had
80s night,
Negro
Grateful
League
Dead
night.
night.
They had Latin night. They had whatever it is. Insert all your bullshit here. And one night is Pride night.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're entitled to beliefs. And,
Yeah.
But it's
I kind of like when they mix it up.
it's sort of like what if you? I just saw where this year the Tigers are going to bring back the teal jerseys, or the Pistons. I'm sorry, it was the Tigers. T-Race. It was in my head. Right, and they're going to bring them back this year. What if somebody was like, I hated that fucking shit. I'm not going to wear that.
That's definitely different, isn't it?
Is it though?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, because it's not some belief you hold, or it's not propagandizing you. It's like, the team's going to wear throwback jerseys and shit. You don't get to choose on that. I think all the guys think it's cool anyways. But I understand what you're saying. I think those nights should not be like this. This is akin to like tonight's pro-abortion night, and our logo is dead fetuses, and fuck you if you don't like it. Like, you're taking something that is hotly debated in the country and making and propagandizing that. That's like you're all wearing rainbow flags for the whole month of June. Like, okay, the whole country doesn't agree with that, man. But if you want to celebrate like my Giants do and have Grateful Dead night because the band's from there and they're proud of that, and then they have Metallica night because the band's from there and it's they've got fucking Grateful Dead logo on their hat. It's cool, and people wear tie-dye and they show up to the stadium. Fine.
I saw the Yankees are doing a Jerry night, giving away a Jerry bobblehead in a Yankees uniform. I was like,
Jerry? Who?
Yeah, he's a Giants fan.
fuck off. God,
He's this.
Jerry Garcia.
Oh, okay. You know what? After
You kind of look like a young Jerry Garcia at this point.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. But I was like, why? He's not from New York.
No.
That has nothing to do with
He's
anything.
a
It was
fucking
just
Giants fan. Every time
I know.
Dude,
I was like,
Dead used
is
to
that just-
perform the national
You always
anthem
go
in
like when the
their
Wings
jackets
have
and shit.
Dead Night, don't you?
yeah, but that
What is that?
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's fine. It's a dead night. That's cool, and I'm cool with that. But why would you have a Jerry?
Oh, him just
a bobblehead in a Yankees
Those
jersey?
bobbleheads, aren't those kind of dumb?
No, they're hugely popular.
Some are pretty
They
cool,
are?
and I would do a Jerry one.
Oh,
but not
hell
a,
yeah,
not a
not a
fucking
Yankees
Yankees
jersey.
jersey. Just to make
Dude,
any
it's-
sense.
To
Yeah.
me, it's like it should be your city's pride. I understand that. Like there's not enough prideful things in New York. Are you kidding me that you could have a night for? Why Jerry? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense for Metallica night and that. In Detroit, it would make more sense to have Eminem night and Bob Seger night.
Yeah.
Than to have Jerry or Dead night. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
there's no connection between the Grateful Dead and New York. And
That's why I thought it was ironic.
it is.
Like, why are you doing a whole
It's
Jerry
cool,
thing?
and as Dead fans, you'll go. You want the jersey. That's cool, but it totally makes sense in San Francisco, their hometown.
Of course.
Eminem night. How dope would that be to have an Eminem jersey at a Tiger game
Yeah.
that the players were wearing, or even if you wanted to go Motown night and have
Sure.
I mean, that would be cool. That would make sense.
Queen of Skank night.
But keep it off. But keep it off like these hot button cultural debates in society like
Yeah.
that. If you want to have, how would you like it if they said, hey, for all of December, we're putting Bible quotes all over your jerseys for Jesus's birthday, and for the month of December, you're just going to wear Psalm 3:16, Genesis, blah blah blah. How many players would be like, well, I guess it's. We're celebrating, just like we did with Pride Month in June. We're now celebrating Jesus' birthday. How many people would want Bible quotes all over their jersey?
Well, I think it's
It'd be the same type of propaganda, though.
I think it's a progression. I think people that 30 years ago felt the same way about like the Negro League stuff. Like just racism and whatever.
Yeah.
It's your belief. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that people have their beliefs. They're entitled to their beliefs, right or wrong.
And you're 100% right about 30 years ago.
Right.
40 years ago, 50 years ago,
and
way
so
worse.
30
but-
years, well, okay, but I'm just saying, so 30, exactly. Well, I'm fucking, it's a black hole of time. But
Yeah.
30 years from now, pride will be a forgotten thing, and it'll be something else.
Yeah. Like MAPS, minor attracted persons. We'll be
Maybe,
on that
maybe
shit,
that might be the new thing. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know.
they'll be making an argument to fuck kids.
Probably.
Sure.
I don't know where. I don't know where
Absolutely.
this ends, but I don't see
Nowhere
where,
good.
Yeah.
It doesn't get cleaned up.
Yeah.
It only gets further down the road. This is the shit people warned about 40 years ago when the initial pride push was coming. It was like, oh man, you're opening the door for blah blah. Those were the arguments. It's like,
Love is love, man. What's
love
going
is
on?
love. I don't care. I don't care. I don't.
Seems a little carry.
I don't. Honestly, I don't. I just don't like the push. Don't force shit on me. I was always on your team. I've always been on your team. I understand the need for, kind of a hardcore push at the beginning, but we're 20 years down the road now from, when you're talking about, was Ryan White murdered?
Yeah.
40 years ago, whatever it was. I think that was his name, Ryan White, for just being a gay kid. And
But so what's the difference between that and any other theme night?
what?
Essentially, Pride Night.
Well, some people don't agree with it. Some people, especially the religious people, and this is what you get.
Well, I know, but you're justifying it with some people might not agree with anything. They might not agree with Hispanic night. They might not agree with fucking throwback night.
Well, we've never seen anyone take a knee on that and bow out. You know, I don't know. It's just it's. I would just rather get back to keeping politics out of things. You know, it seems like it's better for all involved. And I probably sound ignorant and phobic in some way, and I apologize for that. I don't feel that in my heart.
Yeah.
But I understand what, you know, to me, it's like, okay, we get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I do agree
Enough.
that there's a fraudulent push for it.
Yes.
But overall,
I think you really get focused on it to where I think I don't pay it. You know, if you don't pay attention to stuff, you wouldn't notice it either.
well, and it's different
Honestly,
too.
I
But
think
nobody's telling you to wear it. If you in your heart of heart, and if you, especially if it's a religious belief that you believe it's a man and a woman,
Well,
that homosexuality is a sin, and they're going to tell you to wear this pride flag.
Yeah, your mom and dad wouldn't be dying to wear that
My
fucking
argument to her
jersey.
would be like, if you're willing to stand up for your beliefs, then also sometimes there are consequences of that as well.
Right.
And in this sense, this is
And
a
this is a
consequence for
women's
her.
soccer team. You're
Right.
probably the only straight one here. So,
You're
do you
right,
hate
right.
all your teammates?
Right. I
Right.
mean, yeah. I mean, also on her end, I would say as a religious person, you know, mostly I would, you know, it's not her job to be the judge. And, you know, you should practice practice
Sure.
kindness and let that be the situation. So I don't know. I don't know that it's great to not wear the thing either, personally.
No, exactly. And
But I understand
my
Mike's
point is that
point.
there is no right or wrong either way.
What if
the
people-
team's not right or wrong for doing it out there, and she's not right or wrong for denying it.
Imagine if the New Jersey Devils, you know, had some ultra Christian person join the squad and be like, I'm not wearing a jersey with a devil on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
don't draft me. I don't want anything to do with the devil.
It's actually a great analogy.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done.
Boom. Thanks, pal.
That would be an interesting situation, I guess, honestly,
Well,
for real.
even that. I mean, they. Yeah, right. I'm not going to wear that. I want to. We're going to be the New Jersey.
I wonder what I
Jesuses.
for real wonder. Like, hockey's so much different than basketball and football because we don't really know who they get drafted sometimes in college and shit. And they play all these
right.
way before we know who they even are. And lots of times they don't end up with the team they get drafted by or whatnot. But like, it would be funny to see what would happen if someone was like. But I could see them saying no. If they cared that much, they probably would say no.
It's a hard one because religion is so shit on.
Yeah.
Like, it's so easy to shit on, especially Catholics, Christians in general. Those people are targeted like crazy.
Which is funny because they
like,
offer no protection from anybody.
No.
They're not offered any protection.
No, they are offered zero protection, and those people
They
are
don't need it.
targeted
They get it from God.
constantly.
Right.
That's the protection.
But
need.
it's like they're told that they're so stupid and backwoods and fucking all, like, I see it all the time where it's just scoffed at, laughed at.
Yeah.
Like, you believe in that garbage. Like, so they take a lot of shit. So someone that tried to stand on a religious ground, which is where this girl is too. She's super religious and doesn't want to wear a fucking pride flag on her jersey. You know, teach their own.
Yep.
You know, it's silly, but
the reality is that it should not even be a story. Fine. If you don't want to wear it, sit this one out. It's okay.
That's how I
We're
feel
not going to
about
make
it
it. We're not going to do a press conference about it. We're not going to make a story out of it.
Yeah.
But everybody has to.
Yeah.
Everybody has to pick their side and use this as an example.
Well,
one way or the other.
I'm shocked. Have we got
one side's like,
I'll tell
yeah,
you
good for
what,
her.
though.
The other
Should she
side's
be kicked
like,
out of college?
animal.
I can't believe we haven't gotten to that point.
Right.
Should she be kicked
it's
out? She should not have a
fraudulent,
job
too.
again.
It's fraudulent. These people are full of shit with their, you know, high and mighty moral authority, their wokeness. It's not anything serious, I don't believe.
Yeah.
I think it's an obvious cry for attention. It's a, you know, hey, maybe we can get a bunch of gay people at the stadium waving flags.
Yeah.
Finally, someone will show up for one of these fucking games. You know, just have wild nights. Who knows? You know, whatever brings people in. So here's why I say it's fraudulent. Daniels was re-signed to the Courage last year. In a bizarre open letter to fans, the team apologized to the Alphabet community for re-signing the Stalker.
I forgot. I made a mistake, by the way. It makes me realize earlier that this is not college. That this is
pro team.
My bad. I made that statement earlier.
In response to the recent news of re-signing Jaylene Daniels, we as a club acknowledge the impact this announcement has on our community.
This is pre-this, so there's a history, obviously, of something there. Yeah, okay.
We've spent the past few days reading your messages and reflecting on our actions. Bullshit.
Did we dig,
no one sat
Did we dig
reflected
deeper
on
into the
shit.
story to find out what happened prior?
No.
All right.
We are very sorry to all those we have hurt, especially those within the LGBTQIA plus community. The decision to re-sign Jaylene was not made lightly and included significant conversations between organization's leadership and Jaylene.
They fucking stuck the IA in there.
Yeah, and the plus. The priority expressed in those conversations is the safety of our players and maintaining an inclusive, respectful
That's not true
space
then.
for
Then
the
why did they
entire
hire
team.
her? They
Yeah,
shouldn't have
they wanted to
hired
hire
her.
her.
Yeah. Talent.
And yeah,
So there's like giving it. You're right. If all that's true, then why did they hire her?
yeah.
It's not true.
Because they
But
felt,
she's
they
a
felt
great defender,
backlash.
so
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's a
Defender of courage.
+3 on the field. So
Yeah.
I know you guys suck and we're kind of sorry about it, but we gotta
Yeah.
win games. So.
yeah.
It's kind of like the Browns and Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. Did you see that today?
Oh yeah,
Only fucking 6
yeah.
games.
6
That's-
games.
They really care about women, though. They
yeah.
really care about
Oh
women.
yeah, they're just worried about the safety of women.
All
and-
believers. And
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
6
Whatever.
games. That ought to teach him. I
Definitely not gonna
fucking love this. I love that he got 6 games. I love it.
I don't. I wish
he
he would've got
should
a
have gotten a
season.
10-year fucking suspension. Okay, that's the reality.
Year.
But you pretend to act like you give a shit about women. No, you win games. This team is loaded. They've got a great defense. They've got weapons on offense, and they just got one of the young premier slayers in the NFL at quarterback.
I love that someone's pointed out he's never admitted to anything.
He's
None of
never
it.
admitted to shit. Has
Right.
no regrets about his
Right.
actions.
None.
Would change nothing.
Right.
He somehow
Hilarious.
getting a different masseuse every time from Atlanta
Yeah.
through Instagram is
Every one of
legitimate
them.
as shit.
Sure.
Legit as shit. I just wanted a massage.
Yeah.
Fucking get out of here,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm all for the rub and tug.
Yeah.
Right.
All for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But be real. Like,
That's what I don't understand. Why can't he
Like
just
half
pay
of them
for
just
it?
banged him. They're
And
like
yeah.
Deshaun Watson. Holy shit. And he's got a giant dong.
right.
Let me
Why
sit
don't
on
you
And
that.
this
just
could have
pay
just been
for
a
them.
huge. Well, this could have been a huge backfire. It's really because it could have. They could have all just fucking jerked him off and banged him and blew him and whatever
Yeah.
else, and then figured it out. And 20 of them got together, 26 of them or whatever the hell got together, and they were like, "Hey, if we just say we didn't really want this,
Right.
And they're probably all working in the same Atlanta-based
I'm sure it's
company.
There's
Do you
some
really think-
connection,
You know,
You
and
really
they're
think
probably
that's it?
talking amongst themselves, going, "Oh, Deshaun pulled his dick out and rubbed it on your
Yeah,
thigh."
right?
Yeah, I blew him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
I
exactly.
fingered his
Well,
butthole.
yeah,
So
exactly.
wait, so
it was
Trey-
an extra $5,000, so yeah, I finished them off.
What are you like? Honestly, thinking that it's? Are you saying that you don't think that?
Total possibility.
I don't think that. For
No
I-
criminal invest. I mean, they looked
Got
at it.
paid
Grand
off.
jury looked at it and said no criminal
Did they get paid
charges.
off? I mean, they just got paid off. Probably.
They did all but one.
Okay.
All but so 23
What
of
were
the
they paid off
24.
for?
To shut the fuck up and make my life easier.
Just
I
go
don't
away.
believe
Go
it.
Shut
away.
up and go away.
I don't
Wait,
know.
wait, what don't you believe?
I believe
That
them.
they were into it? You
Yeah.
oh yeah, believe all women? Is that what you're doing?
No, but I don't. I just don't. I don't believe.
There's
it.
probably some legitimacy to some of this. He probably
course.
got into a routine where he was ordering
course.
these broads from Atlanta.
Listen.
Everybody's banging them.
Right.
He knows it. They know what the deal is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe he got a little more aggressive than he
I'm
should.
sure.
You know
exactly
what I mean?
right. Now,
But-
now is this right?
What is his explanation? When he
I don't
said-
know what
I mean, exactly. I don't
when
even know.
Wait, but when he says I don't regret anything, does he say he paid for sex or no? Because doesn't he just say nothing happened?
He says he denied any wrongdoing and said he has no regrets for any of his actions during the
But what are his
massage
actions?
sessions.
That's my point, though. He doesn't say, "Hey, I paid." Why doesn't he just
Why
come
would
out
he? His actions.
Yeah.
He fucked a lot of these girls consensually.
I don't-
They wanted to
you
bang a
think that.
No, that's what they've said. He fucked a lot of these girls.
Right. And a
Definitely.
lot of
You're
them would
saying
come out and
consensual.
just said, yeah, no.
Yeah, yes.
No.
His
Okay.
lawyer saying he had consensual sex with a ton of these girls.
Well, of course, the woman, the lawyer says that.
Right? Yeah.
Right, but that his lawyer is admitting he fucked these girls.
Yes.
He got blown by
Okay,
these
but
girls.
he's just said. But I'm just saying I don't know.
He's saying they wanted it too, and I paid
don't
extra for
necessarily
it.
worry.
They listen. They did it because the money and
Yeah.
who he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
then they realized I took Deshaun's dick
Maybe.
for allegedly,
Maybe.
Yeah.
hypothetically, I took his dick for $1,000.
Yeah.
But now I can get $1 million for
Right.
it
Yeah.
by saying I didn't want it or it made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And maybe and it could have all started from one chick that wasn't down.
Yeah.
And he misfired. He
Yeah.
got the wrong one.
Yeah.
And every other one was game, and he tried it,
Right.
and it failed, and it backfired, and then it got back, and then they all decided to go. Maybe it's all legit, maybe it's all bullshit. I don't know.
Right.
But the reality is that not one of those was a legal, fucking legit masseuse. I mean,
Dude, no one's even explained to us why you would fly in 25 women from Atlanta.
right?
The
A different
porn
one
capital
every
of America.
time.
Yeah.
Not find one you like. Keep
Yeah.
going back.
Yeah.
A different girl every time through Instagram.
Yeah.
And flying in from Atlanta, the whore capital of the world.
Yeah. It's
Right?
Like
That's not
something
even
shady
debatable.
there. It's I mean, if you're rich, you can be like Charlie Sheen and pay hookers $25,000 a night,
Right.
and get a 5-star, no bullshit, smoking hot girl to hang out with you.
Yeah.
Like that exists. It's not all $50 hand jobs
Yeah.
behind a fucking alley.
Right.
It's like when people have money, and the type of money Deshaun Watson has, especially now,
Yeah.
fully guaranteed $220 million
Yeah.
for 5 years or whatever.
And
Like
a 6-game suspension now sounds like a great
6-game
invention.
suspension.
A
Oh
great
my God.
investment.
This is why, even if it was a year,
Yeah.
I wanted the Lions to get this guy so bad because I know. Don't give me this shit that you actually care about abused women. You're
I know
full
they
of shit.
don't, yeah.
We all know you're full of shit,
Yeah.
and this proves you're full of shit.
Yep.
Proves it. You never interviewed one of the girls. I'm not saying they're not victims. They absolutely probably are.
Yeah.
Some of them at least. But don't act like you're anything but. How do we win a Super Bowl? You're laser
Yes.
focused. You don't give a fuck if you murdered someone, if you raped a broad. You don't care.
No.
You don't. You have to pretend you care. That's where I don't buy.
Protect the brand.
Yeah. Yes.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, I mean-
and it will take Cleveland fans one game. They might boo him the first time he walks on the
It's
field.
over.
Some of them.
Yeah.
First touchdown that guy runs
It's
for,
over.
throws for. He's Superman.
It would have. I will say, you say if you're taking a year, it still would be somewhat of a risk because he hasn't. When's the last time he's played? 'Cause
A year.
He'll be
so
fine.
right,
He'll be fine. He's 26, dude.
He'll be
things
fine.
happen.
He's 26 and he's a stud.
Things
He'll-
happen though
he'll be
to
fine.
people.
I don't think he's that great, but he'll be fine. Even if
I
he
think
sat
he
2
is.
years, he'll be fine. Hey, this part of the show is brought to you by Janet Davis Cleaners on Woodward and Berkeley. It's family owned since 1938. They offer free pickup and delivery. They'll use the best environmentally friendly cleaning methods, and meaning it's guaranteed not to stink odor free. God damn, I can't read my own stuff. Hey, this is a full service dry cleaners, casual clothes, work clothes, wedding gowns, and as well as sheets, comforters, duvets, comforters, and tablecloths and more. Visit janetdaviscleaners.com or call them at 248-543-0340. Mention TDC and get $20 off your first home pickup for new customers only. Get my tongue out of the way.
Yeah,
God
that felt-
damn.
that felt like it was harder than it should be.
Yeah,
it felt harder than it should be. Hey, you guys will be pleased to hear this. U.S. military is hosting a show of power and strength at Langley Air Force Base.
All right.
Shit. Hold on. I read that wrong.
Oh.
Glasses. It's
Oh,
my
you
glasses.
smudge that up? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Wait.
Sorry. What I meant to say is the U.S. military is hosting a drag show at a family-friendly festival at Joint Base Langley and Eustis at the end of July.
Same.
Basically the same.
Isn't that what you said the first time?
Yeah, I think so.
I agree.
Joint Base Langley Eustis, JBLE.
Where the hell is Eustace?
I don't know. It's hosting its first ever diversity, equity, inclusion summer festival.
Oh, yay.
Just will move on out of our
What
military.
what
How
happened to Don't
fucking
Ask,
awesome.
Don't Tell?
Yeah, no, that's gone.
That's long gone?
That's long gone. Actually, it happened over the weekend, July 30th.
Okay.
So, featuring a series
Just
of
missed it. Shit.
Yeah, would have liked to have been there.
Yeah.
But a series of performances and speeches, including a poem on diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Oh, a poem.
Yeah.
A poem.
That's
All
awesome.
right.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I love to hear that our military's doing it.
Definitely.
And a drag show by Joshua Kelly, who performs under the moniker Harpy Daniels.
Is that the running back from the San Diego Chargers?
Josh Kelly, yeah. Maybe.
EY?
EY. Yeah. The festival was first proposed by the JBLE Breaking Barriers Alliance.
Good speaker, JBL.
Yeah, it is. JBLE. A committee comprised of volunteer service members under the base's Office of Diversity and Inclusion. Where is that shitty office on the campus? Good God. You know what I mean?
Yeah, behind the outhouse.
Yeah. They've just set up a tent in the back. Like, there you go, fuckers. Have fun.
you
Knock
go.
yourselves out. I'll be over in the fucking barracks over here. Don't worry about us. You guys have fun at your little diversity and inclusion meeting.
Enjoy this.
And it's their first event. They can't wait. They don't have a gay couple come out in the military or a lesbian couple come out in the military. No, full-on drag show.
Here we go.
Let's do this. I want a guy in a thong with fake titties fucking shaking his ass in front of children. That's what we're doing here. Jesus. Colonel Gregory Beaulieu.
What?
Beaulieu.
Beaulieu, yeah.
Beaulieu.
Yeah.
Below you?
Probably.
Colonel Gregory Beaulieu. Wait a minute. This doesn't sound right. He signed off on the event, approved the use of military resources.
Oh, good.
Good, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get the
Taxpayer money.
So what are we going to do? Wheel some choppers and some tanks out there and do a trans play on top of it?
You have a parade.
They can just dry hump
Turn
the
them into
fucking barrels
fucking
of
floats.
guns.
Is there nothing else going on in the world? Like,
No.
I feel like there's like a war going on somewhere. That
Not
we could
anymore.
maybe-
No.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I think Russia is inviting people to their country, saying we don't play along with the woke bullshit,
Yeah.
and encouraging people to move to Russia.
here. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, really? Like,
Yes.
That's their sell? Mm-hmm.
Their sell is, your country is so fucked up right now, the whole world sees it. If you want to come over here and be a Ruski and not put up with that woke nonsense, yeah.
That's their
you can do
version of
that.
like pure Michigan. I'm
Yeah.
for it.
They
Yeah.
better take over some warmer countries.
Yeah, I would want it to be a little warmer.
Yeah. You better start invading south.
So it's cold, but you don't have to worry about pronouns and shit. So
That's fair. That is cold.
right.
The event will feature performances by several cultural groups and is billed under the theme Celebrating Differences.
Oh, yeah.
Diversity, equity, inclusion, and inclusion initiatives have, sorry, Freudian slip there. Initiatives have gained ground in the military in recent years, a development that critics say is gutting the unity, meritocracy, and mission readiness of the U.S. military. Yeah, I would agree wholeheartedly with that.
Yeah. Let's divert some funds.
Well, by the
over
way, I would say, like, sometimes when you wonder what is the purpose of some of this stuff, you could argue things like this could be people that hate America. If you wanted to go down that
there.
route, getting rid of,
That is possible.
getting rid
Oh,
of,
breaking down our readiness,
yeah,
you mean?
yeah.
Okay.
No, getting the military.
I didn't know,
and
I wasn't giving the trans community that much credit, but I see where you're going.
There,
Ian.
I'm just saying.
The drag community,
Listen, all I'm going to say is they're brave.
very.
Very brave.
Dude,
Put
have
them
you ever
right on
tried
the
to
front
fucking,
lines.
you ever tried to twerk on top of a tank? Brave.
Not easy. With those heels,
Stunningly brave.
right?
Yeah.
That 7-footer I saw at the show the other day, right on the front lines. Give that dude a fucking M16. No doubt.
I'm a man.
Her. Give her an M16, excuse me.
Diversity may be a strength for America, but it cannot be an organizing principle for the Pentagon. Actual strength, physical strength, mental strength, and overall end strength is our strength. DEI initiatives risk sapping this strength by co-opting the woke left's obsession with racial and gender diversity. The Pentagon's DEI evangelists are ironically stifling the very type of diversity that might improve military performance, intellectual diversity. Bishop Garrison, a senior advisor to the Secretary of Defense, called DEI in the military a force multiplier. Garrison argued that DEI programs aid the military in recruiting candidates from diverse backgrounds. It's not just something that has to be done because of some type of cultural ideology or culture wars. That's not the case at all.
Not at all.
No. It is, again, not diversity for diversity's sake. Yeah.
Playing
But it
words
is.
there.
The goal is to provide education, and I think we're all aware. I don't think we need any more awareness. You guys keep wanting to provide education and awareness. I got it. Like, this isn't a master program. This is a one-day course. I get it. I don't need to go to school anymore. You don't need to make me go to school anymore.
I might not agree with that.
You don't have to, and you're entitled to that.
That's my opinion.
The goal is to provide education and awareness, increase collaboration throughout outreach, and recognize the diverse composition of JBLE, the joint.
Yeah.
Leadership is committed to celebrating differences and cultivating an inclusive environment where every airman, soldier, and civilian feels valued. Feel valued on your own time. How about that? Don't play creepy dress up at work. How about that?
If you had to pick, would you rather have if there's a female soldier, would you rather have a dude dressed as a chick or a chick?
Dude dressed as a chick.
You think so?
Yeah, for the most part.
I mean, if you're talking about the
I mean, if you're talking about a strength and
Well,
soldier,
no.
if you're talking about soldier,
but
just a
it's not
lady will do
physical.
just
It's
fine.
not just physical strength.
Isn't there just a lady in the military, like a fucking badass Marine that's just a lady?
I'm sure there's probably
Yeah.
quite a bit. My question
Like
is,
he might have been a fucking beret or something, or a SEAL.
I'm not
Look
sure.
up transgender Navy SEAL.
See, I'm not sure. I might rather have a chick that's a badass than a dude
Those
that
exist.
thinks he's a chick. I mean, if it comes down to like hand-to-hand combat, okay, probably. But overall,
Yeah.
like,
I'll
I
take
might
the Navy
rather have
SEAL
a.
transgender.
Well, let's see. I mean, you got to get to a certain level for that,
Yeah,
right?
those
But
guys those guys are badasses.
Wasn't this? Wait a minute. Is this the one?
oh, the only
oh,
guys? There's no women
Wasn't it
seals.
a lady?
Are there any female
Yeah, there he
seals
is.
ever?
She is.
Yeah. Wasn't there a big story about this that I don't remember? Like, but besides just a
Yeah.
transgender thing, wasn't there something else I forgot
Yeah,
about?
she's out
Wait,
there just like
So is that before and after right there?
to the left.
With the beard, that's before and
Oh.
after.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Damn it.
He cleans up good.
Fuck, it's still in there.
Just a lady.
Wow.
Navy SEAL in transition.
Oh man, he had to be a lot of fun to be deployed with.
You think? I don't. I mean,
listen,
I wouldn't
you-
fuck with that dude on the left.
Listen, you don't. Wow, yeah, but you don't wait till you put the bra on to start sucking dick. That's all I'm saying.
Really?
I don't. I'm pretty sure that's I'm sure the tits are the last phase of that. I don't think you go tits then suck dick. I think you.
Well,
You
what
would
if-
want to try
what-
out a dick sucking
Sorry,
before
Miss
you
Bullock.
made the transition.
What if she's just a
You know
lesbian?
what I mean? Like, what if you didn't like sucking dick? And
Well, then yeah, I don't think you. Yeah, I think you
Takes
I think
her
you gotta
lady
try
dick and
that.
bangs a chick.
Yeah, I think you gotta. I think you take a lot of dick before you get boobs.
Yeah.
That's just my guess. I don't know exactly how the procedure goes.
That's probably- I would have guessed that's normally the timeline.
Yeah. If you're gonna be stuck in a bunker with somebody, it's probably not a bad way to go.
All right. All right. A person who works at JBLE and received an invite to the festival was furious over the military-sponsored drag show for an event advertised for families. It's burlesque. It's hypersexualized. It's not something appropriate for children.
Nope.
Said the person who, as we all know, requested to not be named over potential retaliation from
Well,
base
again, would there be
officials.
would you go to a military air show and see a strip club?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like have the female officers just sitting there getting naked,
Yeah.
and be like, "This is fine." I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, whatever. But I mean, it wouldn't be like the normal.
Let's keep some separation.
Kelly, the drag performer, scheduled to appear at JBLE, joined the Navy in part because he needed a stable income to fund his drag hobby.
Okay.
Told the
He
Navy to
joined the Navy
To get a little
There's
money?
no other.
I need some dresses.
No
some
other
lipstick and
income
wigs,
he could-
high
wait,
heels.
wait,
Stuff's
he-
expensive.
Do you know how expensive Victoria's Secret is? God damn it.
There's no other sources of the Navy was his.
Be all you can be in the Navy. That's what I'm doing.
I mean, he must
Shut
have
up,
known.
Jesus.
I
that,
mean, he could get paid to suck dick or get paid to suck dick.
and defend the country.
What's that song? In the Navy.
Yeah.
By the village people, I felt a kinship to them.
No,
for
but it's
sure.
like the idea that his justification is he needed income.
Money, yeah.
Like, there's no other reason.
It's an expensive hobby. Everyone will tell you that.
Well, listen, the military's not the way to go. It pays for
I
shit.
was gonna say
Yeah.
the military isn't like
It pays
high end,
shit.
right? Unless you're like an officer.
Well, let's hear from him. Let's hear what he says. Doing drag allows me to embrace my feminine side and also allows me to bring my diversity and creativity out. When I put on a face, it's a face of art and creativity, not just a face of makeup. To hear people cheer, laugh, or cry, or even join in with you during a performance is an absolute thrill. On your own time, asshole.
Ugh.
Right? What are we doing? You're in the military. You're at work.
Yeah.
Like,
You imagine me at work, lunch. Hey guys, I got a surprise for you.
yeah.
Woo!
No.
Take it
I
off.
mean, they do
Start
it-
doing lap dances around the picnic table. No.
They do have a
reason-
military
the
softball
reason-
team.
The reason people should find out that Mr. Kelly is a drag performer is
Because they wandered into a drag
they wandered
bar.
into a drag bar and were
I
like,
know that dude.
holy shit, Lieutenant, what are you doing in here?
Josh.
Holy fuck. Aren't you yeah, you're a lieutenant at this point. Holy
Right.
shit. And then rumor gets around the base like, dude, Lieutenant Kelly, holy shit.
Yeah.
That guy was twerking on stage. It was hilarious. He was fucking. That's how they should find out.
Right. Well, we
not
have-
being forced to have you go
Apparently,
to
we have to normalize it these days.
Yes. Kelly's Instagram page features dozens of photos of him in drag, many of them heavily sexualized.
Of course.
Some of the photos show Kelly nude. Though the photos themselves appear not to violate Instagram's nudity policy. Yeah, he's
None of
on
it?
that team. Nah.
That's weird.
Nah. The controversy over family-friendly drag shows has inspired legal action in Florida. The State Department of Business and Professional Regulation filed a complaint against a Miami bar that hosted such an event.
Oh, run!
One video that surfaced online showed a young girl walking hand in hand with a drag queen wearing what appeared to be fake titties covered only with pasties and a thong and collecting dollars.
Collecting the bills, yeah.
What a shut up, Florida, transphobes. Silly transphobes, Florida.
All right, leading the way. Hey, insurance. We all need it. Most of us don't know what kind of coverage we have or who even provides it. Let fellow TDC listener Brent Wasik from Wasik Insurance Services change all that. Brent is over 30 years in the business and offers all type of insurance coverage: auto, home, health, life, business, commercial, and more. Call Brent Wasik at 734-455-1900 and get a free no-obligation quote today. Again, that's 734-455-1900. And that's for Brent Wasik, Wasik Insurance.
Okay. Next thing. Tulsi Gabbard, our favorite.
Big fan?
God, dude.
Big fan.
Could look at those pictures of her on the beach in a bikini.
Yeah,
I know
do us
it's
a favor.
misogynistic.
I
but
don't care. I
damn
don't
it.
care.
She's so damn cute.
God made that for a reason.
Yeah.
You know.
It's damn near perfection. No, when she's in Hawaii,
Right?
just walking along the beach.
Good for you. Keeping it together.
I love it. I'm pissed at her today, though.
Oh, what'd she do?
Well, she is. She ripped the Soup administration for statements she said promoted the use of puberty blockers for children. I mean, dude.
I'm sorry, what?
I know.
What, was some of that blocked out? Look at,
Where?
wait, go down left.
Oh, yeah, I blocked it all out.
I,
Don't look at this.
what is the point of that?
That's amazing. I don't know.
I mean, it'd be one thing for real if she
But
was
look-
legit naked and someone.
All right.
Can you put the real
look
pictures
look
back
at,
up?
Look at
instead of
bottom
black
right.
bars?
All the way bottom right.
This one.
That is strong.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I meant in the other thing, but yeah.
Oh,
Either
here.
way. Nah, it's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
good. Either way. It ain't bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She said what?
She's bitching about and I've got video of her so we can look at her. You know, the White House promoting the
Get
use
to watch her
of puberty
talk, see what that
blockers.
mouth do.
At the beginning of July, the FDA issued a warning regarding puberty blockers known as gonadotropin releasing
Did
hormone.
you just fucking say gonad?
Yeah. Gonadotropin. Yeah.
Gonad, go bye-bye? What?
Gonadotropin. Releasing hormone. GnRH. Yeah.
They named the fucking horse.
Gonadotropin. The FDA
I
warned
appreciate
that
this.
What is
sense of
it for
humor
again?
there.
Sorry. What is it?
Yeah, the puberty blockers, so you don't get your fucking balls to drop. Starts with gonad.
yeah.
So, I mean, they knew what they were doing, obviously. That's just, you know.
Gonadotropin releasing hormone substances. The FDA warned that this could trigger brain swelling, loss of vision, and serious risk for children injecting the hormone. But in mid-July, Rachel Levine,
Oh, Jesus
Rachel
Name.
Levine, Jesus,
And we're canceled.
get it right. I can't get it right. Rachel Levine, the United States Assistant Secretary for Health, and the first trans federal official to be confirmed by the summit, endorsed children obtaining gender affirmation care, claiming it was life-saving, medically necessary, age-appropriate, and a critical tool for healthcare providers.
Rick is the assistant Secretary of Health?
Yeah.
How come we hear so much from him and not the fucking real Secretary of Health?
Rachel.
I don't know.
Does anybody know who the real the actual Secretary of Health is?
Who cares?
Isn't that?
Interesting. But we all know who this assistant Secretary
Rachel,
of Health
just a
is.
lady.
Gotcha.
And
I get
apparently
what
is
you're
out in front of all this shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But the actual Secretary of Health, nowhere to be found.
As a pediatrician, when it comes to making sure kids are healthy and happy, I know how important care that affirms someone's true identity can be. Hey, Rick, you waited 52 fucking years before transitioning. How about you leave the toddlers alone? Right?
Yep.
Rick, you waited 52 years. You want to do that shit to yourself at 52? Knock yourself out.
Yeah.
How about we take the most impressionable, dumbest people in society and
You
leave
mean
them
this
alone?
one, by the way?
Yeah.
Our Secretary of Health. There she is.
Just a lady. Don't mind me. God, I gotta take a huge dump. Just a lady dump.
I actually try to be pretty respectful. This is
Sure.
so obnoxious.
I know, dude.
This one to me is just, it's
Well,
too
wait.
hard.
Oh, hold on. That could actually just be a fucking really ugly woman.
Well, sure, it could.
It could, but
not.
it's not. No, I know.
It looks like a
I know.
character on SNL when they would try to do when Farley would dress up as a lady.
Right?
Like it looks like that.
Wait, is that?
Sorry, guys.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Jesus
Oh, is
Christ,
that the
Jesus.
actual Secretary of Health? There, the dude in the middle. Is that what he really looks like? Because I've never seen or heard a word from him.
No.
Apparently,
He doesn't exist.
Rachel is the only one making any policy over
Yes,
there.
Rachel's got the big corner office with the windows.
Well, we
This-
know who's
this
got the big
picture-
dick over there, huh?
This picture, man. I'm sorry.
I know
but
that one with the.
That doesn't scream mental health issue. I don't know what does.
that's the face of mental health in this country.
So you want to hear what Tulsi said, which I
Yes.
disagree with. Yeah, gender-affirming care can include, for those that don't know, is surgeries, which can entail top surgery to create male typical chest shape or enhanced titties, or bottom surgery, surgery on genitalia, or reproductive organs. Yes, I want all of that. Please, let's go. All right, Isis, let's see what Tulsi.
This is why
has
you're
to
mad
say.
at Tulsi?
Yeah.
She goes against your.
Yeah, shut up, Tulsi. How are the kids ever going to be happy if we don't
Right.
cut their dicks off? Is what my quote was.
Isis, would you?
Yeah. I mean,
The FDA made a disturbing
Even if I
but
hadn't
not at all surprising announcement just a
little
few
highlights
days
she's
ago
got
about
going on there.
children's health.
Always.
Now, if you haven't heard about it or if you missed it, it's because the mainstream media and the Biden-Harris administration have been completely silent on it. Now, this warning that the FDA issued was basically saying that puberty blockers can cause serious health risks for our kids. Unfortunately, at almost the exact same time the FDA issued this warning, Biden-Harris administration officials were making public statements actively promoting the use of puberty
Yes.
blockers and irreversible surgeries for kids. Now, let's be clear. This administration is dangerously promoting child abuse.
So is that what a actual competent female politician can speak like?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's
that it was
amazing,
actually a
isn't it?
thing. Oh my God.
It's amazing.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
whole sentences,
Yeah.
legitimate points,
Yeah.
not even an annoying tone.
A debatable position,
Yeah.
you know, willing to have the conversation.
Which position is it?
6'9". Policy 6'9" is what we're speaking of. You know what I'm talking about, E?
I heard that, my man. Brother.
You know, I'm not even mad at the fucking Canadian tuxedo she's rocking. She pulls it off.
Is that a denim shirt?
Yeah.
I mean,
The
basically,
shirt
when you're
pants,
good
yeah.
looking, the clothes, they do themselves.
I know. Yeah.
Like an ugly person can butter themselves up a little bit, but a good looking person, I don't think can down themselves down enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, big fan.
Big fan. Huge fan.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's see. We're going long. How about we get to some emails?
Ooh.
Electronic
So
email.
racist.
Electronic mail.
It's sexist
about
is what it is.
e-persons?
E-persons,
Right.
e-females.
Oh my God.
Troy took issue the other day. I thought it was brilliant with boycott.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
All these women
Person
marching in
cot.
boycotts.
Exactly.
Should be a person
Human
cot.
cot.
Yeah.
Human
we,
cot.
we like to call it human cot.
From
a
this
great
day
point.
forward, we don't get to say boycott here.
Yeah.
Unless we're talking, well, we could say girl cot.
Yep.
That's fine.
I mean, still, you're assuming.
Yeah.
You're assuming a gender.
I wouldn't want to be caught dead at a person cot ever. It just seems like a lot of walking,
Yeah.
which I don't like to do in the first place.
You'd be okay to boycott?
No.
But not a person cot?
No, human cot.
none of the cots?
None of the cots.
right.
Really. Just take me off the list. If you're
Nurse's
thinking about
cot?
inviting me to one, it looks like work.
Yeah.
I think
Carrying
even
shit around, like carrying stuff around sucks. Carrying bricks around.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And all your fucking hateful signs.
I would say in reality,
Ugh.
by the way, Troy, at this point, that even human or person is also suggestive, and you really just have to go with a being cat. I mean, the idea to even suggest.
And how
that they're
long
a
until
human-
that's not a thing?
I know. I know.
There you go. Next chapter.
Yeah.
Isa, start writing the book.
Where does
Right.
Tragedy. I have 3 TDC hats, one for work, dirty AF, one for general use, and then a white one I'm afraid to wear and get dirty. The elastic in my work hat gave out today, so while it stays on my head, it's not snug like I prefer. I need a new hat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we will talk
Duly
to the
noted.
people. Yes, duly noted.
Duly noted. I love all these people that are sympathetic to my pain.
I bet you do.
Yeah, makes me feel good. You know what I mean?
Sympathizers.
Yeah.
Enablers.
Can
I'm
you
a
get those?
victim. I'm a victim of pain, and these people feel for me.
Right.
Mike, I understand the pain you were going through with sciatic nerve. Unfortunately, it could last quite a long time, but it does and will go away. I'm hearing that from a lot of people.
Oh.
Mine lasted about 1.5 years, and it was extremely painful. But after therapy, it went away. And keep your head up; it will go away. The therapist will work it out.
I tough my way through all this shit. Nobody gives a fuck about me.
I do.
He whines and misses a show, and all of a sudden he's got all this sympathy.
Yeah, right. Well, I was very, very injured. I keep telling CC, Dave's very, very injured. Very, very injured. That lady at camp, this is E the pedo.
Ooh.
That lady at the campsite came over to try to figure out if E was a threat to her kids.
Yeah. Scope it out. Yeah, that's
Could be.
right.
That's
I get
not
it.
bad.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't.
And
but
for the
it could
record,
be.
when I said the ankle bracelet, you know I didn't mean like a tether, right? I meant like,
No, obviously I didn't. What were you talking about?
You're adorable.
What were we talking about?
That's okay.
Okay, fine. But I was talking about a tether.
I know. And then when you were like, when the guy delivered to the guy and he had one.
But
I
what was
like,
the ankle?
"Aha."
What was the ankle bracelet?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, a gay thing, I guess. Obviously, sucking dick. Yeah, whether she was seeing if I was a pedo. That honestly, legitimately, I wouldn't
That's fair.
have a problem with it. It's very fair. I'm sitting in a campsite. I don't even have a tent up. I don't have a fire going.
Yeah, you
yet.
look like a creep. I'd
I'm
have
just
checked you out.
sitting here in a chair drinking beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, I was.
staring.
That's crazy.
I'm surprised the husband didn't go check it out.
Yeah.
Sent the wife over there.
That's a good point. What a pussy.
yeah. Definitely. Fucking cuck.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
First
Make
line of
her
defense
come
was his
over and be
wife.
like, we're making. It was when I think back to it. I was like,
He was probably telling her, like, look, I could fucking
Yeah.
beat
Don't
the
worry.
dog
even
shit
if,
out
even
of
if he
that
does
fucking
get
worm.
weird, I'm not worried about
Yeah,
it.
that little worm over there, you're
She's
concerned
going,
about
"Yeah,
that
but
worm.
I need to know.
I'll fucking
Is he
destroy
looking?
him.
Why does he keep looking over here?
And finally, he's like,
Has he got a
bitch,
wonky eye? What is that?
if you want to check him out, knock yourself
Now,
out.
with those people,
I'm not
I-
wasting my time. If
Right.
he pulls his dick out or something, I'll go out there and rip his fucking head off. Don't worry about it. That's probably what it
Actually,
was.
I really give credit to the. Do you think he's homeless? Do you think he's living here?
Right.
Go ask him if he wants a hamburger.
Yeah.
Right.
I got my own food.
I mean, it really
Totally takes it
when
the
I
wrong
think
way.
about.
I got a walking taco. Fuck off.
Yeah, when I do think about it now, the look of me just sitting at this campsite is kind of crazy. Like I said, just a chair.
Yeah.
Sitting on a beer.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have one small little grill. Nothing else on my site. Nobody else.
You look
with
like a
me.
homeless alcoholic.
And I do have the
Who may
beer,
be
which
a
I know
threat.
adds to it.
Yeah, it's
obviously.
creepy.
Like you're plotting your next
And
Oklahoma
really,
City bombing.
literally, all I'm doing is just having. I'm so happy that I'm just sitting by myself, drinking a beer, listening to some country music. I'm like,
Yeah.
like,
And you worried your volume on your phone was too loud.
Yeah,
for them.
I was-
That was
so
her
adorable.
concern. Hilarious.
I had someone tell me one time when I was camping, and it was like literally from my phone, and someone was like, "That music's too loud," and I mean,
And only
maybe,
because it sounds like shit.
maybe.
So if it sounds
Yeah.
good out of a speaker, out of the phone, it's like,
It's not too bad on this phone for the most part, honestly.
good for you.
All right, let's wrap it up
my
there, guys. I
i10.
was gonna shut up, Easy. I was gonna do an Isis
that's a big one.
religious one, but it's a
Oh
big one.
my god! Oh
I
my
know,
god!
dude.
save
You're
that one.
generating tons of email.
I'll
about
tell you
religion.
later. I don't even want to get into it now.
On the
I got
outskirts.
people reach out to me again personally.
Yeah, that's fine. It comes with the territory.
Trying to
know.
save your soul.
Yeah.
Yep, it's
good.
They're trying to jewel you. You don't get that reference, do you?
No, I didn't.
Who will say?
Oh,
soul.
gotcha. Yeah.
Steve write that one too?
Yeah. I believe he did. Yeah, the hits he wrote, either co-wrote or wrote. Yeah. All right. Let's call it there. Thanks everybody for joining us. We're back tomorrow. Easy, you're coming tomorrow, right?
I am. I'll be
You
here.
are. Okay. Maybe I'll try to read this
That works.
faith-based one for you. I don't know. I'm intrigued by it. I
Okay.
had no idea what the rules were.
Do it
the
early so we
parameters
can have a
and shit.
discussion.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know much
I
about
can't
it,
wait
so.
to open my mouth and get more texts about
Perfect.
religion.
That warms the cockles. All right, everybody. See you.